Welcome again, Lamborghini fans. So what we have here is the Lamborghini Murcielago LP670-4 SuperVeloce. SuperVeloce, I think, means super fast in Italian. So it's by Kyosho. I don't have the packaging or the blister. It just came screwed to this base. So that's all I got for you. As far as the information as to when it was made, I don't know what collection it came from. But I do know about the real car, at least the internet says this was available between 2009 and 2010, and only 186 of them were made. And then it has a 6.5 liter V12 engine, making 660 horsepower, somewhere in that ballpark. And they stripped out 100 kilograms of weight, which is like the weight of a full-grown man. And then this thing would do 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, so obviously it's a supercar for sure. Alright, so I gotta say, it's pretty good representation, I think, by Kyosho comparing against those real photographs. Let's take a closer look now. So this orange paint is really nice. It's metallic, so hopefully it will resist paint rash in the future. Although, what is this? Are these, I don't know if that's contaminant or paint rash, so I really should stop saying that stuff. Every time I say something bad, I find it. Okay, well, anyways, we can see some detailed engine work there, and you can see this hexagonal pattern, which I think comes across in the later Aventador. So the styling is starting to change here with this one. The front, we have a pretty well proportioned Lamborghini badge. It's not oversized. The headlamps look really nice. You got a clear lens and looks like 4 light details behind it. Or 3 light details. Okay, a little silver paint on those. And then a little knob or something there. So pretty good. Alright. There's one big raised wiper blade there on the windshield, and then the black printing around. Separate black plastic mirrors. Is there a texture in here? Yeah, there's a super fine texture. This is plastic. Maybe it's part of the base. Going around to the wheels, they do look pretty accurate. Yeah, it's hard to see the details being black, but I can kind of see like 5 lug nut recesses, and it might be a center cap or something, or where the logo would be on the real car. And then if you look at the rear ones, they are deep dish, just like the real vehicle, so that's nice. The hub's far more recessed than in the front. There's a little black paint detail here. I imagine this might, well, yeah, that's a vent on the real one, but black paint is better than no paint. And then the SV logo there, that looks alright. A little marker indication looks okay. And what is this? I got to zoom in on that one, I can't read it. Oh, that's the number, LP670-4, and then the SV logo again. Okay, so that's alright. Panel gaps, they're alright. It's kind of hard, I think, for the orange to get the edges of the casting. It's showing a little darkness there. Okay, maybe this is the fuel filler cap. And then more blackout around the window molding. And then, well, this interior, it's really hard to see because it's just black plastic, but it looks like there's molded details in the center. Racing seats, it's a pretty cool little pattern there on them. There's actually holes for the harnesses, so that's pretty nice detail on the seat, how it's hollow like that. Steering wheel, some other molded details, so I guess it's alright. What about the back end? Alright, you got super thick red clear lenses, and then some sort of molded detail behind, so that's pretty neat. Super fine texture again. I don't know if that's part of the casting or if it's separate plastic. I don't know. But this Lamborghini text is really fine and nicely done. The wing is really thin. It's really nice. Nice, okay. The struts don't really match the real one, of course. They're just flat, whereas the real car has some holes there. Alright, on the real car, this exhaust pipe is black, so I guess that's accurate. I instinctively want to see this painted silver, but I'm looking at the photograph and this whole thing is black, so I guess that's accurate. Alright, this is press fit together, so might be an older casting, not sure. Pretty big staggered tires, so that looks pretty good. What else is going on here? There's some sort of depth there, but no texture in there. I'm assuming that's a diffuser wing. Alright, no fuel filler on this side. That one's blank. Some sort of gunk. Okay, well, it's almost a flawless model. It's just these two little bits here. I think they're contaminants. I can feel them, so I think they're raised contaminants. So pretty close, Kyosho. Almost a perfect paint job. But pleasantly, there's no paint rash, scratches, or gouges. It's just those two little dust specks or something underneath the paint. And then this rear wing is really impressive. Look how voluptuous it is. And it's so thin as well. I almost feel like there's a texture printed on. Let me zoom in on this wing. In fact, my camera can't focus. Look at this. I didn't even notice really before. I thought it was just gray. They have a molded texture. I can feel it now with the pick. It's very fine. So that's really, really good detail. Right? It's not printed. I do literally think it's molded in, and that's what's creating the texture with the light reflections. So pretty cool. Especially for like a blister pack Kyosho. Alright, well, very happy I have this one. Pretty nice to have a Lamborghini enter the collection. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to just show off a couple older castings that I have. So here's another standard Murcielago, and this is done by the brand CM's. CM's doesn't exist anymore. But they have pretty good details. You know, nice wheels, tires. They are clear lenses, but in this one they painted on the orange stripe. Some silver dimensional exhaust tips. I like the fact that they print something on the license plate, so that's good. Unfortunately, this weight is a solar spinner. I might have to buy an electrically operated one. These solar spinners have a hard time keeping up with this weight. Alright, so that's CM's. And then Kyosho also did a regular Murcielago. So here's this one. It's green, obviously. So yeah, you can see the front end differences. Naturally, the rear is quite different. Top, rear, and the rear end treatments are, yeah, totally different car. And just for fun, I guess, Murcielago RGT, which I believe was used for racing, or club racing. Yeah, again, totally different engine covers. Insanely large wing on the silver one. And then the rear end treatments, yeah, totally different again. Okay. Alright, well that's it for the comparisons. Well, in summary, I would say this is a pretty good model. If you guys are really interested in the Murcielago and the variations, you might want to look up Kyosho for these things. I think in general they do a pretty good job. That's why I have more Kyoshos than any other brand. Partially because of the value, I suppose. On eBay, they're not too, well, expensive is a relative term, but they're cheaper than Inno64 usually, but they can be more expensive than Mini GT. So they fall in between those two brands, I would say. Alright guys, well, I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one.